Hey guys, so for those of you just tuning in, this is going to be a video how to set up your computer for streaming or recording your games for coaches and to look back and to see um, what you could have done to improve in your games and stuff. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing or recording your games. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need to do is go to streamlabs.obs.com and download the software. I will post the link below the video for those of you to make it easier. But this is the site right here, and you're just gonna go ahead and download this software. It's free. You just make a free account as well, and just verify with email if you need to. So let's go ahead and download it. We're just gonna you can hit save or run. Depending on the browser you use, it's probably just going to save by default somewhere. But I'm just going to hit run. And when that finishes downloading, we're just going to go ahead and install it real quick. Let's see here. It's loading. Alright, so here's what the install looks like. You just go through the simple terms of service, I agree. And then you tell it where you want it to install. It's usually going to default to your local hard drive, which is usually always named C. Let's see here. So this is my local hard drive, C. Now if you just want to default it, that's fine. You just hit install, no big deal. If you want it to go somewhere else, if you're like me and you have more than one hard drive, for me, for example, I'm pretty full on space, so I'm just going to tell it to go to D. So we're just going to tell it to go to D for now. And you can type it in manually, or you can hit browse here. You can hit browse up here. And just do this PC, then you just hit D, and then you just hit OK, like so, and it'll just install in there. Or you can make a new folder and label it Streamlabs. That way you know. Then it'll install in that folder, like so. I already have Streamlabs installed and running, so I'm not going to go ahead and install it all the way. So after you get your Streamlabs installed, you're going to go ahead and make an account. So let me just drag this over here, make sure it doesn't show my info real quick. Okay. Yeah, so we're good. So you can either sign up with an account with Facebook, if you got a Facebook account, or a Twitch account, or Mixer, any of these here. There's even PayPal you can sign up with. We're just going to go ahead and let's see here. We're going to use YouTube to sign up here. And I took it off screen so it doesn't show anything. Let's see. Yeah, so once you get signed in the software, in the Streamlabs OBS software over here, like so, you'll have an editor screen like this after you log in, and below it you'll have themes, and you can customize your setup to have different variations of stuff for games or whatever. This is optional. You don't have to do this. If you just want to record your gameplay footage, you just all you have to do after you install it and log in is just hit record before your League of Legends match starts, and we'll just record. But in order for it to record your gameplay footage, you need to set up a new source. So in here it'll be blank for you guys under sources. You just do add a new source. It's very easy. and a lot of times the game capture right here doesn't work sometimes, and if that's the case, you just do display capture. But for right now, we're just going to do game capture. We're going to do add source, and then I'm going to do add a new source, and I'm going to call it what I want it to say. So I'm just going to say Dead by Daylight. We're going to set this one up to record Dead by Daylight. And let's do add new source, and it's looking to capture a game right now. So what we'll do is we will open that game, Dead by Daylight, real quick on Steam. It's opening, it's loading, it's loading. Do. Sorry, this game takes a little bit to load into. Oh my god. Come on. I should have just done a recording. This is because then I could have just edited the video. I'll probably just edit the video after I'm done. The game is still loading. Okay. Just gonna do the annoyingly loud cutscene here in a sec. Let's see here. I'm just gonna adjust the audio down a little. There. Loading. My god, this game is taking so long to load. I should have done like an easier game to load. Okay, so the game's open finally. So what we'll do is tell it to capture a specific window, and we're going to tell it to capture the game that we have running right now. So it's going to be Dead by Daylight. So whatever game you want to capture, like League of Legends for example, you'd open up League of Legends and then you'd hit capture specific window, and it'd be League of Legends right here. And then we'll just set it to window with title if you want to match it, but you don't have to do that. And you set the resolution, you limit, capture cursor, anti-cheat compatibility hook, all that stuff is good. Let's do normal hook rate. Connecting to servers. Syncing fenceless. Let's see. So if I hit done here, okay, it should. Okay, so now that this is here, if I turn off the display capture over here, nope, it didn't switch to it. Okay, let's diagnose what's happening here. So if I change this to auto, it does that. And then we do any full screen application. Okay. So now we'll do this. Full screen application. Diagnostic problem. It's still not showing it. Maybe I think I have too many sources in here. Okay. Well, as you can see, game capture is not working for me. And that's going to happen to some people. It's just the way your computer's set up. No big deal. The only way to work around the game specific capture not working is to do a new source like this, and then do display capture, and then you do add new source, and then if you have more than one monitor, so I'll do add a new source, we'll just call it monitor 1. Okay, we'll add source, and then we tell it display 1. If you want to record your gameplay footage on display number 2 for your second monitor, you'd hit 2, but for me it'll be display 1. So you hit that and you hit done. And so now if I close this display capture, as you can see, this monitor right here, our new source we just added, is capturing our gameplay right now. And if I turn it off, it cuts the footage, see? So, and I just realized you can't actually see this here. I'll move it over here so you can see what I'm doing. I'm so editing this video, Jesus Christ. Okay. So I'm just going to redo what I did real quick so you guys can see. Oh. Okay, so remove. Am I hitting rename or remove? Okay, remove. Yes, remove monitor 1. Okay. So in order to capture your game, you just do new source, display capture right here, and then you do add new source. We do this one right here, and then you name it. Name it monitor 1. And then display 1 if you have multiple displays. If not, it'd be whatever display you want your game to record off of. So if you're running your game on your second monitor, it would be display 2. For most of you, it'll just be display 1. And then if you want it to capture the cursor while you're in game, then you check this box. Otherwise, if you uncheck this box, it won't capture the cursor in game. But for me, I like the capture cursor, so we'll just leave the cursor. Alright. And if I turn off my first one here, it'll switch over to the one we just made. And I know it's working because if I turn this off, it cuts the footage. And if I turn it back on right here, this little eye thing, it restores the footage. Now, if you're having problems with it not capturing your gameplay, then it's probably going to be a driver issue. So for me, I have an NVIDIA card, and the way that you know if you have AMD or NVIDIA, you just open your task manager right here, and you go to the Performance tab. And then if you click on CPU right here, this is your processor. And I have an AMD processor, which the CPU doesn't matter when you're gaming or recording. Well, the only thing that matters really is how much RAM that you have. So for me, I have 16 gig of RAM. And with the game and recording software running, I'm only using about 8.8 gig. 8.7 used right here. It's recommended to have more than 8 gig. So if you have 16 gig, you're golden. If you got 10 gig, you're fine. 12 gig, fine. Anything over 8 gig, you're good. If you have 8 gig and you want to play your game and record, it's going to be really hard. Your computer is going to struggle really hard. Now the graphics card, I have a 1070, and it's only peaking at like 70% right here. It's barely using any of the RAM on it at all. It's highly recommended that you have a GTX 1060 or better for streaming and gaming. If you're just going to record your gameplay footage, a 1050 Ti probably would be fine too, or just any graphics card. As long as your computer has a graphics card in it, it should be able to record your footage pretty fine. If your computer has trouble recording and playing your game, if you have a low spec computer, I would highly recommend you changing your stream settings to like 720p by 30 FPS for recording, and you can do that under your stream settings right here under this section. You just go to stream, and then I can't change it because I'm live, but right here there'd be a stream settings, for those of you that are recording, you just go to, let's see here, where is it? Yeah, I'm locked for everything. I can't change anything. I might have to turn this off. Yeah. Well, I can still show you. For those of you that are recording, you go to your stream settings, you click here, you go to output, and then you go to recording tab, and then you just, the standard is the standard that it defaults to, and then this is where it's going to record the footage. I set mine to custom, but it'll default the user's MEV videos right there. So if I go to my computer here for my recording, it would be under users. So you go to, yeah, desktop. That's my desktop. Oh wait, okay, yeah. So you just open the File Explorer, and then you just click this PC right here. You just click that if you're on Windows 10, and then these are your folders. So it would literally be under videos right here. So this is your user path. So you go see users meh videos. So it'd be under here in videos. Let me just make sure I don't have it. Yeah. So and then your recording footage would be right here every time you'd record, and then you can just upload a video to YouTube or whatever, or send it to your friends. And in order to adjust the settings, you just adjust them in here. So you can do, where is it? Where is it? I think I'm just locked out because I'm still streaming. Yeah, I'm just locked out. I can't change anything. But the preset right here, this is how you change the quality of the recording, is just using this preset. Mine's defaulted to high. You can change it to low for your low spec computers and it should record just fine. This is audio tracks, replay buffer. I never enabled the replay buffer because I don't use that feature. So like if you want to record and then do a replay while still live streaming, like if you're gaming hardcore and you get like an insane triple kill and just want to replay that while live streaming, you'd enable this, and then you'd set it to like a minute, like 60 seconds for your replay buffer. That way you just hit the hotkey you set it to, and then you can replay your game footage live, like that triple kill you just got. And this is the video output settings right here. So when you're streaming, you set the output. I set mine 1920 by 1080, and it's gonna upload to Twitch 720p basically. And you can change this. I set mine to 60. You can change this to 30, and then you can change that to 720 and 720 also, if you'd like. If you have trouble running it at this setting. And then if you want to set up a camera, I just use my phone personally. See, this is phone cam right here. If you want to use a camera when you're live streaming, what you do is you just use your cell phone. If your phone has a face cam, perfect. Just use that. And the way to do that is we set up the software to do that. So let's set up some software to do that. Where's the thing? Okay, let's see. It is called NewTek NDI. So what we do is we search Google for NewTek NDI, okay, and there's tons of videos on how to set this up. We're gonna briefly go over it. Let's see here. So you're gonna need the tools. Their site updated. It's a little different now. Okay, so you need the tools. So you're gonna want to download. Looks like there's a new version available. And this is for Windows here. This is for Mac. I wouldn't recommend the beta. There's too many bugs. Would not recommend that. I just do the basic here, and then it wants some information. I'm just gonna take this off screen, but it should be free. I'm just gonna put my name, Kyle, and then whatever your last name is, your email, and then you select your country. So for me, it'd be United States, and then it wants a state. So Washington for me, and then the industry. It just wants to know, like, you can just put whatever. For us, we're just gonna put streaming content and professional. It'll be down on the bottom. It'll be the fourth from the bottom, and then select I'm on a robot and go through the bullshit here, and then you just hit the download button, and then hit download again. It pops up a tiny window, and then you just hit run or save. So we're gonna save this because this is a new version and I don't have it yet. So we're gonna save this. I'm just gonna straight to my desktop here, so I don't lose it. Let that download real quick. And then I'm just gonna set this off, and I'm gonna set this back on. I'm gonna change this back to display number 2 because I got a clean one over there. Oh, capture cursor done. Okay, let's move this back over here. Alright, it looks like it's about done downloading. It's running the security scan. Okay, so I finished downloading, and I'm just gonna hit run. We're gonna install it, so we're just gonna hit run. I'll minimize the browser here, minimize this, minimize this. Okay, so it pops up over here. I'll just drag it. I accept the terms. This is where it's gonna install to. That's fine. And these are the settings we can tell it to do. So you don't want it to run at start unless you plan on like live streaming all the time or whatever. We're just gonna hit next, and we're just gonna hit next again and install. This is just to set up the camera for your phone if you like to use your phone for live streaming. Any phone will do with a front-facing camera, or even if you just have like a back-facing camera, I mean that'll work. You just gotta set it up on your cell phone too, and we'll show you how to do that too. We'll show you how to set it up on your cell phone. Man, it's taking a while to install the prerequisites. Let's see here. Drag this over here while we're waiting. Minimize the game. Bring up Studio. Okay, so while we're waiting for that, we're gonna go ahead and get the phone part set up. So that's the tools you'll need for the desktop side. And then you're going to need the APK file for your cell phone. So you're going to do NewTek NDI APK. You're going to search for that. And then 1.1 is the newest and only one right now. So we can go to android.org right here. Let's see here. Android APK.org, and it'll be right here for download. You're gonna have to do this on your cell phone. So like you're gonna have to go to a web browser on your cell phone, like Firefox, Chrome, or just like whatever default one that comes installed. You can do this search on. So you can just click the link here. I'll go ahead and post this in the chat for those of you that are watching, if you want to download it. But I'll have the link in the description when the video is over. But once you download it, you're going to have to set up your phone so it can install the APK file as a third-party developer. And you know what? I'll switch over to recording on my cell phone right now on Streamlabs. So let's see. So I can show you how to do this. Where's Streamlabs? Streamlabs. And then we're going to go ahead and switch to record to let's see here. Settings. Let's see here. How do I set my phone? Okay, do I still have... Okay, looks like it finished installing. So we're just gonna hit finish. And then I'm gonna bring up BlueStacks, I think. I still have BlueStacks installed. I don't. I need to reinstall BlueStacks. Okay. BlueStacks.com. Download BlueStacks. Downloads here. Download BlueStacks. You guys don't have to download BlueStacks or anything. This isn't part of the setup. This is just so I can show you what to do on your cell phone. To set up your cell phone so you can use your cell phone as a webcam. Cell phones are actually really good webcams because they got nice cameras on a lot of them. If you have a Galaxy phone, like any Galaxy phone will do. Samsung Galaxy S5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Apple phones, I don't know how to do it on the Apple phone because there's only the Android APK. So if you have an iPhone, you might be SOL, I want to say, but I can look here and see. And New Tech Indie APK. Apple. Is there an iOS version? Let's see. While that's installing, we're gonna see if there's an Apple version. Okay, there is a iTunes version. Get it on iTunes. Yeah, it looks like there's a Apple's version. I don't know where the download is for it. Unless that was it that I just clicked. Okay, so on Apple, it's not free on Apple. You have to pay for it. It's $20. I feel really bad for Apple users, but that's what it's called. And some people are reporting that it's not working. Some people say it's working amazingly. Okay, so here's the requirements for Apple users. You need to have iOS 11.0 or later on either iPhone, iPad, or iPod Touch. Okay, so as long as your iOS is 11.0 or later, it should work just fine for Apple users. Android users, it's free. Go Android, low key. Alright, let's see if this is done. Nope, we're almost there though. I'm gonna close the game so maybe it'll go faster. Also, to getting your, if you guys use Discord, it will record or stream your audio in Discord. And the way to fix that is you go to your Windows 10 settings here. If I can drag it over here, Jesus. And you go to App and Volume and Devices Preferences. So you can get to this setting by here, open sound settings. So you open. Here, let's take it home. Let's go home and we'll go to. We'll just do sound settings. Okay, I think the search is broke. Yep, okay, so search doesn't work. Thanks Windows. That's lovely. So I got a better idea. I will take you to Stream 1, Display 1, and show you on Display 1 because Display 2 is not working. Okay. So down here on your taskbar, you have your headphones icon. You just right click that icon and you go straight to Open Sound Settings. And it's going to bring up this window right here. And from this window right here, you go down to Advanced Options You see it says advanced sound options, and then it's going to list everything you have open. And then for Discord, if you open Discord, right? What is this? Don't switch. You open Discord here, and you just go into a call here. So I'm just going to go into Team 1. And then if you look in your sound settings right here, it's going to show 2 Discord apps running. So this one right here, this regular Discord one, is going to be the one for voice call. If you mute this, when you're in call with other people, it won't record your Discord audio for in call. If you want to mute the Discord notification sound, so whenever someone types in chat in a server or you get a DM, this right here will mute that sound. You only have to do this once, and Windows will remember it. For me personally, I am sick and tired of the doot sounds that Discord gives when I'm trying to record and stream and stuff, so I just mute that. And if you want to talk to people and record, just make sure you don't mute this one. Or if you don't want the recording to pick that up, you just mute that. No big deal. It's that easy. Or say you have YouTube running on a browser, so you can just open up YouTube over here. Let's see, youtube.com. Let's go to youtube.com. We'll minimize that, and it should pop up a thing here. I might have to run a video real quick here. Let me run a video. youtube.com is not responding. Low key. Windows Explorer, 10 out of 10. Loading. Jeez, I wonder if it's my network. Okay, and then we're just gonna do a non-copyrighted song real quick. Non-copyrighted songs. Sorry. Let's see here. Where is the non-copyrighted song? Okay, right. We're just gonna do the Labyrinth. I'm playing the Labyrinth right now. Okay, so I started playing a song on YouTube. See right here. It's playing the song, and it popped up a new. It popped up a new thing here. We're here, right here, Microsoft Edge. This browser right here. So you can mute this, and it won't record the audio from this YouTube song. And if I close out of this Microsoft Edge volume bar will go away. It should have went away, but it didn't. Well, anyways, I just close out of all of it. Do I just have to reopen it? Oh, it's still open. Close. Okay, yeah, so if you close out of it, it'll go away. But that's how you do that. BlueStacks is still opening, so I'm going to show you guys how to set up your camera on your cell phone here so that Streamlabs will show the camera when you're live streaming or just recording in general. I'll do it later. Continue anyway. Okay. Alright, so you're going to go to the App Store. Or, no, you're not. I lied. You're not going to the App Store. Return to BlueStacks. Do I have a web browser in here? More apps. Okay, so you're going to go to your web browser on your cell phone. This is a cell phone. Pretend this is a cell phone, please. You're going to open up a web browser on your cell phone, whether that be Chrome, Firefox, whatever. Alright, and then you're going to... Can I not search the web? What the hell's happening? Okay, yeah, okay, it's working. It's just super slow because I'm doing 100 things on my computer. Key. Okay, so you're just going to go to for Android users, you're just gonna go to, where's the link? I lost the link. No, I did not. I posted it, I think. Yeah, I posted it. Way to go, me. Control C. You're gonna take that link and you're gonna paste it in the URL here. For you guys, you just click and hold the link, and there should be an option to copy to clipboard on your cell phone, or you could just click it and then you just do Control V, or I guess you just click and hold and hit paste to copy and paste the link. Loading. Oh, there's a new version available for Chrome. Yay! Fake phone update. Well, and then you scroll down to the download here. It says download will be available in 8, 7. It counts down from 10 seconds, so you just gotta wait for it. It's 100% free, 100% legit. Download. And then you just wait for that to download. Your download is starting. Sorry, just waiting for the download to finish. Do. Alright, and then it says this type, so your phone will say this because it's not a signed driver APK file. So you're just gonna say okay, and it's gonna go ahead and download it anyways. And see up here in this tab. Oops, if it brings it down, Jesus. Close tab. Bring down the thing. Okay, there. Once this finishes downloading, right here, okay, it's updating Google Play Manager. That's why it's taking so long. This is pretty much what it would look like on your cell phone. You might have to enable developer settings, which I can show you how to do if you need to on your cell phone in order to download and install it. A lot of times there's just an OK button you gotta hit, and then you can download it. Okay, it's finished downloading. So, and then it's gonna show an option, or you can just click it after it finishes downloading on your cell phone. And it says, do you want to install? And then you just hit yes, I want to install. And it'll install on your Android device. For Apple users, it'll be easy because you just pay for it, and then it'll just by default install. I'm sorry that you have to pay for it, Apple users, again. That really does suck. But the good news is it's only 20 bucks. And then after it installs, there's not a camera set up on this, but I'll show you how to use the software so it does show. Okay, BlueStacks installed successfully. It'll say app install on your cell phone, just like that, and then once that's done, you hit open, and it'll have its own icon. It'll look like this up here, this little tiny logo, and make sure you hit allow. You have to give it your microphone and camera permissions, and then go to your settings here, and then I just change it to the front facing camera every time. Shoot, it doesn't actually. Let's see here. I'll have to show it on my phone, I think. Yeah. I'll just take some screenshots of my phone and I'll show them on stream real quick. So this is the app, and open the app. Open that. And gear options. And then going to close down BlueStacks, and I will show you guys some pictures of what it's supposed to look like. But basically, when you open that app right there, you'd hit that little gear icon, and then you do the settings. So like you set it to the back camera or the front camera, and you just mute the mic on the cell phone, unless you want to use the cell phone as the mic too. Then that's fine. And then you hit the big white button that was in the center right there to hit go, to hit start streaming. Let's see here. Oh shoot. Alright, I'm gonna go to Google Drive. Sorry guys, I'm just sending them to my Google Drive right now from my phone. I'm trying to. My Google Drive. Add file. Upload. Okay, it's uploading right now. Uploading this images. It says uploaded. In my drive. Download. 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 Okay, so I just downloaded all the screenshots. So let's go ahead and set this up to where I can show you guys. So after you've set up the APK file on your phone and downloaded the software to the desktop, you need to add a new source, and then it'll say right here NDI source, and just click add source. I've already done it, but you just hit add source, and then it should show up right under here. Where is it? I'll just go ahead and do it. I'll just add a new one. Add NDI source, and then you just name it. You just name it whatever you want. I named it phone camera. And then to set up the phone side, you just, I have no idea where those saved to. Oh, they didn't download yet. Save as. Save. Open folder. Okay, so this is what it'll look like on your cell phone. It'll show up as that after you've installed it, and then, oh, not that one, not yet. So after you open it, it'll have a blank screen like this. You hit the little gear icon, and it'll bring up all of this options. You can double hit this to bring up the quality of the camera. I just double tap it, and then you double tap the mic to mute it, and then this is to switch between the back and the front camera. I switch between the front camera, and then after you've gotten all your settings configured, you hit the center button, and it turns red. It turns red, like, was it this one right here, or this one? Yeah, it turns red, and then you're live, and then it'll show it up on here on your live feed as an option. I'll go ahead and turn mine on right now so you guys can see it. It's important to note that your cell phone has to be connected to the same Wi-Fi channel that your computer is on. Make sure you're not using data. It's got to be the same Wi-Fi. I think I added 2 of them and it broke. Yeah, so here's my phone camera. Okay, I actually have it off, so if I hit on, yeah, I'm not showing anything. See, look, that's just me picking the phone up off the desk. But you can adjust the camera length and everything by clicking on these little arrows and moving it anywhere during the live stream. So, yeah. Alright, that's pretty much it. And if you don't want the camera, you just hit this little hide icon. Alright, yeah. I'm gonna call it